Man walks 20 miles overnight for his first day at a new job. By Paul Johnson. Walter Carr was one of thousands in the warpath of Hurricane Katrina, and after losing everything, him and his mother picked up and moved to Homewood, Alabama, where Walter immediately began searching for work. At just 20 years old, it was Walter's goal to find a job that would allow him to support both of them. Shortly after arriving in Homewood, he found out about a moving company named Bellhops that was hiring. He drove nearly 20 miles for an interview and impressed their manager so much that he was hired on the spot. It seemed that things were starting to look up for Walter. But the day before he was due to start his new job, his car broke down. He couldn't afford to have it fixed, and he definitely couldn't afford to miss his very first day on the job. Determined to make it work no matter what it would take, Walter set his alarm for midnight. The plan? He'd get up in the middle of the night and begin the grueling 7-hour walk to Bellhops. He could only do it long enough to get paid, then he'd fix his vehicle and get his life back on track. But little did he know that his walk would be abruptly interrupted. Before we tell you exactly what happened, make sure you subscribe to Did You Know and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. Also, take a moment to leave us a like. Walter Carr set out on a 7-hour walk to work, but he soon realized that he may have underestimated the difficulty of the undertaking. By 4:20 a.m., he had 10 miles left to go, but he was physically drained. His feet burned, he was pouring with sweat, and his entire body was shaking. As he pushed on, he had no idea that someone had been quietly following him. It was then that police officer Sean Gray flashed his lights and requested that Walter stop to speak with him. When he heard the story of Walter, his mother, and his struggle to find work, the officer put him in his car and drove him the remainder of the way. Upon arriving, Officer Gray took a moment to talk with the homeowner, Jenny Lamy, to tell her about the young man's incredible determination. Jenny posted to Facebook telling of the entire ordeal. Her post was seen by thousands. Among them was Luke Marklin, CEO of Bellhops. As a sign of gratitude, he spent the rest of the day driving to Jenny's house in order to personally give his vehicle to Walter, so that he wouldn't have to think twice about how he was going to get home that night. Jenny was also moved by Walter's plight and knew she had to do something. She started a GoFundMe account to help Walter fix his car. The campaign was started to raise $2,000. But after people heard his amazing story, over $32,000 was raised. Money that undoubtedly did great things to ease the worries him and his mother faced. This story is a reminder that as a society, when we can work together to help one another out, it's a beautiful thing.